With ACPA Engage coming up next month, we've been reaching out and chatting to some of our clients and contacts in the States. And it's been interesting to just see and hear what is on people's minds at the moment in accounting in the States. One of the big talking points has obviously been in the news and even on the Big Four accountant Instagram page has been the layoffs at some of the Big Four firms recently. Obviously now it's the second round of layoffs now after September, and they were just raising the questions in terms of right sizing, and maybe some people have speculated on the demand post-COVID on the consulting and advisory side, which is an interesting move to see, whereas other firms and some of the PE-backed firms are growing and hiring quite rapidly. So it's interesting to see how the market will unfold there. The next big topic and latest news which I saw today is obviously some of the US lawmakers putting a case together for the dissolving of the PCAOB. I think this is one of the big ones which a lot of the South Africans know about and had exposure to in the international side of things. And obviously the case for those backing this new law, obviously to streamline the PCAOB into the SEC, to making sure that there is still the oversight and quality, and rather than having both the PCAOB and SEC reviewing it, audit firms and audit quality. I think for those that are against the idea of the dissolving of it, it talks to just maybe the level of independence and specific audit and accounting regulation in the industry, which the PCAOB currently provides. The role of audit oversight is extremely important in today's landscape. The SEC itself has banned BF Borges, a audit firm in the States, from doing any further work. This was due to over 1,500 fraudulent audit reports being issued. I think this is really important steps in making sure that there is reliability on audit reports being given out, and then obviously the trust in the profession and accounting as a whole. So I think any way to make the process of regulation more streamlined, efficient, and in the end better is great for the industry. Another massive talking point has been, I think in every conversation, is AI. It's very interesting to see the adoption in America at the moment. According to Forbes, is only 4 out of 10 audit firms are currently using AI within their audit process, whether it be the minutes taking or assisting in analysis. I think that this is definitely due to a lot of consideration, I think, for the thought process and actually the documentation behind how AI is getting to some of its answers. I know there definitely some of the audit partners I've spoken to are just a bit reluctant for the reliance, I think, on an AI program. I mean, they are the ones who are going to be signing off on the audit report. So I think until there's that clarity and understanding of how AI is coming to its answers and solutions, I think they will still be doing more of the admin process before any judgment is allowed to be done using AI. So it's been very interesting now with the latest merger of Baker Tilly and Moss Adams, that also very recently on the back of that there's a ACPA discussion paper put out in terms of independence around PE-backed firms. I think this is obviously with the trend at the moment. People within the industry, I think, are questioning just the terms of independence now that there's a different structure, and I don't think there has been much thought put behind it. So I think that it is going to be an evolving space. And I know there is currently on the ACPA website a request for comment on the working paper that they've put together. It is about 180 pages, so if you've got the time, you can go give it a good look. But I think, especially in the way a lot of the firms are going, I think it's going to be an interesting one to watch, especially with the more firms going the PE way.